Here I have a 3D scan of a pencil sharpener. The scan is finished, and I can come up here and take a look at it from the top view, and I can look at it from the bottom view. I can look at it from the left side view. I can look at it from the right side view. I can look at it from the back view, etc. Perspective view and orthographic view as well. So I can move around and see what it looks like and pick whatever view I like the best. And I'm going to go with my maybe left view here. And you can see a little bit, there's a little shiny plate here. It didn't scan very well. But just wanted you to see that. I could put it in wireframe, which is not going to see very well at this point. I could also put it into a mosaic color, so I could see perhaps a little better with that. I could take a screenshot of it right here and apply it. But what I really need to do is I need to save it. I'm going to go up to the File pull-down menu, and I'm going to say Export. And then when I export it, I want to export it in two different types. I have an STL file I want to export it in. An STL file is a stereolithograph file, and that's the file types that 3D printers use. So it's going to be a .stl, and so one, I like to save it as that. And then two, I like to come back and save it as a point cloud file, a .xyz. And that's going to be a data file. It's going to track each point, and it's going to track the point number, and it's going to track the X, Y, and Z coordinates. So I like to save them as two different files. And I'm going to have to scroll down, and I'm going to have to put my USB drive in and save it to my USB drive. This is a local workstation. Don't have a U drive for it, a network drive, so we're going to have to save it to our flash drive. So I'm going to save it to my flash drive, to those two file types, essentially, to an STL file type and to a point cloud file type. And there's some other file types in here as well. A PIX file is a roll-in software that's good for roll-in software, that is good for editing if you use the roll-in softwares. The Rhino is a CAD package out there, so you can save it as multiple files if you like. It's not a bad idea to have all the file types saved because you don't want to scan again. It takes too long to scan. But for my 3D modeling with AutoCAD class, I'm going to ask you to scan it as two files, an STL file and a point cloud file. I'm going to want two different files saved. So at this point, I don't have my USB drive with me. I'm going to go, oh, I do have it with me, sorry. I'm going to put that in. And I can come over here, and I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to create a new folder. Come on, computer, anytime here. Does it want to create a new folder here? Let me go back here. And let's go to my E drive. Oh, it did create new folders. It just wasn't showing it to us. So I'll type this in, say, as a 3D scan, and then I'll put a dash, say pencil sharpener. Oop, I didn't spell right. Alright. For right now, I'll just put it in this file called new folder. I'll worry about renaming it a little bit later. I'm going to call it pencil sharpener, and I'm going to go down and change it to an STL file and hit save. I'm going to come back up to file, It's not responding. It's croaking on me.